So I recorded a video like a couple months ago, but then never posted it. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna post this one. If I do, I do. There's a couple topics I want to talk about today, and one of them is just being lost in general in life. Feeling like no matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you do, for some reason you feel like it's failing, like you're stuck in between two things. Either either you feel like you about to succeed the most, you either about to, oh my god, sorry, my English is not that good, man. You either about to like succeed in life from all of this, or you're gonna fail. And that constant feeling in the back of your head, you're scared. Other things, other factors in life is making you think even more, making you stressed out more. Like I said, it's just like a bunch of things going inside of your mind, and you just don't know how to react. That's kind of the state of mind that I'm in right now. Um, I'm only 19. I'm forced to be an adult. I'm paying bills and rent for my family. But I took a risk and I quit my job. And then now feels like it's failing, but I don't think it's gonna fail. I have one more month of money, of rent. Well, technically two, but I'm not counting this month's. But my last bit of money is gonna end around June 18th. I've lost all my money. You know, not gaining anything in return while losing money. And it's saddening. Most definitely saddening. And I just don't know how to feel, man. Like, I'm sad at the fact that I failed myself and I feel like I failed my family. But at the same time, it's I know how to, if I really wanted to, I'll go back to my 9 to 5 job and then get paid like almost 1,000 every single 2 weeks. It was good money, all of this, but I wanted more. So I quit my job, started working at home. Then main problem was, right. Here's the main problem. When you start doing shit and you're taking a risk, make sure the risk that you're taking is something you enjoy and it's not being pushed onto you by other people. Because my entire risk was basically becoming a YouTuber and working for other people like graphic design, video editing, etc., etc. And those are things that I did enjoy until it felt like it was forced on. And when it gets to that point, you don't really want to do it anymore. And then when you don't want to do it, the people who were pushing that agenda onto you, they start making fun of you some type of way. When you start feeling certain ways, when you start acting quote unquote different, when in reality you're just kind of sad, where you don't have as much emotions, and then people will start making fun of you for being quote unquote depressed. Stuff like that where it gets kind of to a point and it's saddening for the most part. Well, it really is sad because, you know, in your head, those are your friends, and you kind of wanna be the best version of yourself, not just because they're friends, but also for yourself. But then when you make it where it's more than that, it's just never gonna work. And that's pretty much what happened with me, where instead of doing it for me, my family, I did it for kind of my friend type of thing because it was so like edged. Pause. It was so pushed onto me where it went from something I always wanted to do to now it's something I don't see myself doing. Like ever since I kid, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I have the I have the plan, I have the steps. I know how to become a successful YouTuber, but it's not the way that I want to be a successful YouTuber, if that makes sense. Or I don't want to make quote unquote optimized YouTube videos for the algorithm, all of that, whatever stuff. It's just not really who I am, you know. Or as this one dude would say, I like underground YouTube content where pretty much like quote unquote underground YouTube content is like not optimized YouTube content, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand what he meant by that, but that's what he says. So that's the type of thing I like. I like watching this video that I'm making right now, like where a person is talking and they're telling you how they feel. You know, shit like that that I actually enjoy. And to be honest, I'm not too sure anymore. You know, I feel like I'm a failure, but am I really a failure when you really think about it? And my answer to that is yes. And it's because you a person can feel like a failure and still be successful. But if you were failing at also failing, where you feel like a failure and you're not doing nothing but failing at the same time, then you are a failure. But I think you need to feel that type of feeling in order for you to start succeeding. Maybe I'm just yapping. I wanna succeed. I wanna make this much money. Like, look at this. 37,000. But I'm taking steps. I have a new kind of unique type of thing. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I'll start making videos on it, but it's it's my first month doing it. Well, it's my first was it 2 weeks now of me doing. I've had no success, no profits gained, but at the same time, it's a skill that most people take years of training, but I'm understanding it in 2 weeks where I've made I've made very good, like, how do I say it? I'm able to judge it and be correct on the type of things that I want to see. But whenever I start taking actions, that's when it doesn't want to work out because the skill that I'm trying to do, it's it's kind of like gambling, but it's not. You guys can probably guess what it is, but the entire thing, the entire point of it is to try to manipulate, try to make money, and hopefully it works out. You know, not hopefully, but you know what I mean. Just try to be confident in what you do, and that's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be more confident. Today I lost 600. Well, not really my money, but yeah, I lost 600. But I didn't really get sad or upset by that. I kind of took it to the chin and be like, oh, it is what it is. Tomorrow, let's see what happens, right? But yeah, I guess the main point of me trying to say is that I'm failing myself and everyone around, and I don't know what to do because I'm at that point where it feels like everything is against me, and it's sad because I don't really have anybody to talk to with them. I have a girlfriend, but I don't know, man. It's getting hard, you know. I don't know what to do, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, honestly, making this video is kind of helping me think, and this is the most like most the longest I've had without stopping in conversation and to think, which is good, honestly. It means I'm starting to understand it now. um yeah, this is, I guess, how life is, and it sucks for the most part, because if I want to be better, I want to do better, I have to fail. And it's not even you, I have to, I must fail a couple times in order for me to learn. And that just takes time, you know. I'm giving myself like, now I have a month and a half. If I don't succeed in the things I want to do, I guess I have to become a trade. I have to start doing trades and shit. Well, not trade, but like welding, like trade jobs, which is not bad, nothing wrong with trade jobs, but it's not something I've really seen myself doing. It's not for me. But if I have to, I will, simply because I have to pay rent and bills for the house. And I'm doing it by myself, and also covering other expenses in life, and then covering other things for my family. And all of this at the age of 19, because unfortunately, I don't know if I said it, unfortunately, my father did pass away a couple months ago, almost a year now. I think it's next month, it will hit a year. Which is cool. It's unfortunate. It sucks, but ain't nothing I can do to change it. But the only thing I can do is work. But it's it's the thing that I'm doing is that I work mainly in the mornings, sometimes in the PM, depending how it looks. But after I lost today trade, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. I'm probably I haven't been in the gym in a while, so I'm probably just gonna go to the gym, kind of work out my emotions, because have a lot of pent up anger recently. And 2 days ago, it came out. That sounded crazy, right? It's like, oh, that's just sounded like, oh, you won't like it if I get mad. Like, I don't mean it like that. Like, it's more like, I don't know. I got emotional over like something very little, like extremely angry. I threw my phone on the floor. Then the entire back cracked. The front of the screen kind of cracked a little bit. The entire back is shattered. Like, it's really bad. I might pull up a picture. It really depends, but it's I'm I'm becoming more like angry and emotional as time goes on, which is not good, but at the same time is, I think it's because I'm just not letting myself deal with my issues. Instead, I'm trying to ignore it and move forward, and just not to think about it when I should be thinking about it and dealing with it, which I have a problem of doing, because I don't like really speaking about my own emotions or thinking about it. It's not like how I was wired or trained, which is crazy to think about, but it's just not the way I am, and which is not a good thing in reality. So I need to be able to stop letting my emotions get to me and start being better, but easier said than done. Seriously. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. If I just stop letting myself be so emotional and be better, I will be I will be successful. But it's at the same time, it's all mental health issues. I should probably see a therapist about it, but you know, money's tight, so I can't really do that. I have to deal on it on my own. Or can be just like, or what my friend said, bruh, you don't need to go to therapy. Just trust in God. Yeah, put all your faith in God, which is true. I I believe in God. I don't believe in religion. I'm more of a, how do I say? I don't believe in religion per se because I don't think God would want a religion. This just turned into a different topic, but um, I don't think God would want a religion in general because when somebody doesn't put their entire faith into God, it's still second nature. Like, and like what I mean by that is people will be, oh my God, oh my effing, you know, boom, like Jesus, like saying stuff like that out of nowhere. To me, is like it's such a second nature to us. Where in my head is like I kind of, you have to believe it, and it's not even like because I'm forced to or you're forced to believe it. It's more like it just makes sense. Why is it so like second nature for us to speak on God or Jesus and et cetera, et cetera? And it just tells me that it's true. I had to put my faith in him, but sometimes it's hard, especially with, I'm a lustful person, you know, and that's hard to try to control. But I'm controlling it for the most part. But yeah, what I need to start doing honestly is start praying. Anytime I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, hopefully it works. Just put my faith in God and stop thinking so much, because I think way too much, man. Seriously, I think way too fucking much. Um, I just need to let him take my emotions and deal with it for me. Because that's all you can really do. Put trust into him. All right. I don't know how this turned into a religion standpoint, but I'll stop right there because I don't like forcing religion on people, but I like sharing my views in the world. So if you're religious, um, I hope what I said makes sense. If you're not religious, I hope you can see my point and not turn, not like I'm not trying to force you to turn, but hope you can kind of see like what I mean. But if your standpoints don't change because of what I said, I don't really care. It's unfortunate, you know. But at the same time, everybody in life is different. I don't expect everyone to think the same, so I don't really care too much. But yeah, um, what was the topic? I am failing is hard, man. I think I already said this, but failing is really hard, especially when in your head you can't fail anymore. Like if you keep on failing, everything else in the world is just gonna crumble. You know, which is kind of crazy to say, but it feels like it. It feels like everything is crumbling around me, and it's hard to move past the fact that I am failing. Because it sucks so much that I am failing. I don't want to fail, but I think I think a person needs to fail. I already said this. I know I have, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just constant feeling in my chest. I can feel it in my heart every single day, where it just hurts, where I'm not happy with myself, but I'm doing actions that will continue to make me not happy for myself, and I'm doing nothing about it except for doing the same thing over and over again, you know? And I guess that's how it is, honestly, I'm building bad habits and I'm not fixing the bad habits, so that's going to lead to nothing but failure. And if I never fix the bad habits, how do I expect myself to succeed? How do you How do you expect yourself to succeed in general if you're never gonna fix those bad habits, or if you can never identify the bad habits? And that's my problem, is that I know I have bad habits, but I never do anything about it. Holy shit! What the fuck? Should just oh my! I just opened up my third eye with that one. I don't know if I'm cooking, but I think I am, chat. But yeah, I just need to be better. Stop thinking old friends are old friends. Pray for them. It sucks. Um, I don't know. I might make another video because I have another topic actually. Yeah, I'll make another one right after this. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm just gonna post this on YouTube immediately, because if not, I'm never gonna post it. I don't have an outro yet or an intro, so um, may you guys have a good one. God bless. If you don't believe in Him. Still, I hope you have an amazing day. You guys have a good one. Bye bye.